See how my eyes are still that way? Then you pause for 1 second. You relax a little bit, that's when I hit you. Lift it higher, lift it faster, be more abrupt. When I'm here, if I want a little bit more power, use the floor. So when you spar, and I do this too still, I'm experienced. That's so bad that nothing else matters. Like that's more important, much more important. And because I'm changing it, you're 1 second behind. So sometimes here I can't elbow, I can't punch, but I can do this, stay upright, so I don't show that I'm moving. So that's even more foreign to you. Your weakest link, I want to make it my strongest shot. All right, good job. Then we'll come down and slow and controlled. So I'm stretching my toes, I'm stretching my hip flexor, and I'm stretching my ankle here and my Achilles tendon. Yeah. Can you go lower? If you can rest, the goal is to rest the hamstring on the calf. And then one more. Go back up. So these are good because they're quick. And it's like a diagnostic. You can check how tight you are that day and you can see when you're improving. We'll do a different part of our hip. So we'll come down. If you have to, you can keep your heel off the ground, but ideally, if you can keep it flat, that's even better. Point your toes up, try to stay upright. But it's nice to do if you do it by yourself. 1 minute on each side. Actually, we're gonna do one last one. Yeah, so 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. And that's it for the hips. That's all I do for the hips, so it's quick. The next one is similar, but keep this one flat. So instead of up, flat, so it hits a different part of the hip. So go down, yeah. Try to do everything with your legs, not the hands. I'm gonna do the other side. All right, so hips are done, that's it. And now shoulders. So this one is my favorite for shoulders. So I'll go to hand over hand, tuck the chin, so make sure that your spine is straight. And then I'll do a circle. And when I get here, hand over hand, see my hands over each other. And then look, my shoulders are pulling back. And I pause. And then real slow, like that. So we'll do 6 of these. But when I'm by myself, I normally just time 1 minute. And rotate, pull the shoulder blades back. Think of your traps going into your pockets. So this one for calves and mid-back. So again, in this position, bum to the roof, and try to get your stomach towards your thighs. So push away. And then 1 foot in the middle, 1 foot up in the air. I flip it over. Sometimes I straighten my leg so I can get a side stretch. And then I flip it over to the floor so you can see me. Yeah. Then I lift my butt. And then I do like a little circle, trying to do a back bend, trying to touch the floor. I can even bend my elbow. But see, you can feel the mid-back stretch. Even look back. Just try to stretch the mid-back. Sometimes I rock forward and back for my shoulder and then come back. So now we do 2 minutes shadow boxing. Go. You're turning your eyes away. So look, don't do this. See, but you got to keep your eyes focused on a part. So here, boom, look. See how my eyes are still that way? So I'm not turning my head. So imagine someone there and look at your target. Keep your eyes on the target. Ideally, you don't want to spin around. You don't want to turn your back to the opponent. But even in shadow boxing, you don't have to do that. There's no reason to do that. So here, boom. Ideally, if you miss, when you're halfway, usually you know you're going to miss. Like, shit, but there's too much momentum. So last minute, you can pull it back. Sometimes you can, whoops, if you know early. But sometimes I've got too much power, move back, whoop, I stop it there. It's better than here. And it's better than here. So if you can stop it there, better. So when you shadow box, stop it there. So you move back, boom, and then, and this is important, I take a step, now come so when they come to counter you, we'll do it slow. So you move back, boom, wait. So look at this foot, this is important. If you don't do this, it's not gonna work. So then you slowly come, boom, spin, I'm right in front of you. So that's a good habit to do. And the shadow boxing is simulating if you miss. So you're practicing missing. So if I kick and I miss, I've practiced it in my shadow boxing. What do? Here, boom, here, boom. There's other things you can do, but this is like basic fundamental. If you don't have this, it's a big hole, it's a big weakness. So kick, land, take that step, spin, and be exactly where you are. You can do this. See this? I stay in between. Boom, so I can measure it. Boom, perfect. If you go boom, wrong, so you're off. So you can use the square to make sure you're still in the same spot. You want to try that? Practice that. Don't forget to turn the hip. Think of the hip first too, because like I said, a lot of you are doing that. So think of the hip. And loose, floppy, no tension. Just let it fly. And keep your eyes at the target. If you're flinching, you can do a drill or you can practice in sparring to improve. So the drill, if you get a friend, put your hands up, and I just hit you, and you just practice relaxing, but you tense your whole body. Right. So we'll do that for 10 seconds. Yeah, but you can have the hands up too, because you don't want to take shots for nothing. Boop, boop, boop. All right. Then, so you just practice that back and forth. Very simple. There's nothing magical. You just do that, get comfortable. But you tense your whole body and you tense your arms. So make sure the arms are tensed. Then when you spar, you don't do it with someone who's better than you. So, but anyone who's less skilled than you that you can handle, you just go into the engage with them and just take the shots. That's what I do. Like if I don't train for a few months, I flinch too. Like it comes back, you know. So even fighters, you'll get, if you don't train for 3 months, you start flinching again. So sometimes I'll come and so throw some punches, go. I'll just take them and I'm like, and I stay there until I start relaxing. You have to do it with someone who's not going to try and knock you out, yeah. But just go into the fire and practice with someone you trust, and take the shots, move. Then you're like, you just practice, relax, and that's it. You have to just do that. Simple, but practice that. So do that in your sparring with people who are not going to hurt you, and people who you can handle. You know, just take it, and then after that, when you have your defenses, then it's going to be a lot easier. So these are random. When I show you moves and fakes, whatever, you make up your own. It doesn't matter. It's not like this one is the best one. They're all the same. It just depends how you use it. If I teach you a word, it depends how you use the word. So I'm just picking ones that I do, because this one works for me. So for here, first I'm going to do a fake, boop. And normally when I fake, usually people cover up. So I go boop, boom, then I do a body shot, boom, boom, boom. So here, fake. When you fake, lift it up high to the sternum. So don't rush the fake. That's the main mistake people make. People just go too fast. This is more important than everything else. Yeah. Then you pause for 1 second. So then you like, and then you relax a little bit. That's when I hit you. Yeah, and I have this hand out here just in case, because sometimes your counter will be to punch me. So if I fake, punch me. Yeah, I have to have this up just in case. So here, boom here, and then I keep my hand here, I grab it, I turn it into a knee. Bam, bam, bam. So we're going to practice that. The first one, lift it higher, lift it faster, be more abrupt. So abrupt means like that. Sometimes use your hands too. Yeah, see, when I do that, it makes you want to, here, in the middle, and then step on the outside of the foot. More than half of you are stepping on the inside. So you have to be wide, you have to be on the outside. Yeah, boom. Now make sure you're in a good southpaw, you know, or orthodox. So make sure you're in a good stance. This, you should already know that's not correct, because this is not a stance. So you have a nice good stance so you can have power for the next shot. Here, whoop, boom, I'm here. Don't forget, pause, have a hand here. Because if you try this and someone knows what they're doing, they're just going to punch you in the face. You're not going to get away with it. Whoop, boom. Now, this one, don't pull it out. This one, you want it to be short. Pop, just a short one. Pop, pop, because your money shot, your power shot's going to be the knee. Bam, here. Just short and sharp. Boom. Don't hit the arms. You have to hit the body. Boom. Now when I come over, a little tip. So you want to hook like circular, ripping through. Do it slow with your partner, but like if you practice on the bag, rip through.
What a hip?
Yeah, hip. But what I'm doing is this actually, look. I go here, I don't just stop there, but yeah. So I'll go through, try to aim around the glove. Around, yeah. Like as if I'm pushing it a little bit. You can do it soft, but it's a good habit to have when you're sparring and doing drills. Yeah, because you don't want to do this, cover. Like that, you're not practicing a good hook. Boom, pop, pop. Yeah, and if you get stuck, that's good too. Because look, I'm going to use that to pull them in for a knee. If I get it through, it's good for me. So I'm going to hurt you. If it gets stuck, it's good for me. I use it as leverage to pull. So it doesn't matter, but I do that hooking around. Oh, short, hook around, then grab. Now on your knee, firstly be on the balls of your foot. Hey guys. Now on your knee, pay attention to where your knee, because some of you are hitting the chest and also some of you are going too wide. No, you want to just go straight. Boom, boom, yep, boom, just straight in, straight. Boom. You flare your knee, but don't do this. That's you. It's too slow. You don't need to. It's not efficient. So just remember those things. After I fake, when I'm here, if I want a little bit more power, as I punch, little step back. The wider your legs, the more power. Look, if I punch like this, it's not going to be strong. If I punch like exaggerating, it's going to have more power. So the wider your legs, the more power. When I do that fake, there's 3 shots, yeah? So I'm going 1, 2, 3. Sometimes one of them is going to be more powerful. So let's say if you cover like this, so cover, then I'm like, oh, I should invest more in that body shot, you know? The rest is like a follow-up. So if I want to invest more in that body shot, then I'm like, oh, now I'm going to boom, you know? But let's say you move back like that, you know? Yeah? And let's say this is a bit lower, and I want to invest in this, you know? Then like I want to invest in the hook. Boom. But then I'll, you know, like press this against my face, for example. Whatever I have to do to make my hook stronger. So you're watching for the person. Sometimes, let's say you step back more. So, whoop, 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 and now I want to invest in my boom. So I'm thinking one of my shots is going to be the power one. But before you do this, you're already seeing how your opponent reacts by testing your fake without doing all the moves yet. So like for example, the first round I'll move around, boom, okay, he moved back. That one I could do a jumping knee, especially if the ropes were behind him. I remember that for later. So I'm going to do my 3 shots, but the one I'm going to focus on my knockout shot, my money shot, is going to be the knee. For example, so first when you spar, you collect data, and you try things and you move, and sometimes there's no weakness. Sometimes you're like, I don't see nothing. Don't worry, just move on. Find something else. You know, you move around, you play around, then you're like, oh, I saw an opening. Then you have to think about how to get to that opening. We'll do that a bit later. For now, one more drill before we do the sparring. Pick which shot you want to emphasize more. So if it's going to be the body shot, as you body shot, make your legs wider. Also, palm facing up is good when you're close. Boom, that's going to be strong. If you're going to do your hook, you'll just press this on your face hard, like that. If you want more of a powerful, yeah, here, so boom, and then boom, emphasize that. And then if you want to emphasize the knee, boom, boom, boom. Sometimes, yeah, you got two options. So if you don't step back, I just step back. So boom, boom, because I use the floor. Don't step back and then knee, you've lost it. So you, boom, so use the floor. So I'm here, boom, boom, I'm like, boom, use the floor, or you can jump, boom, boom, and then just use your body weight to jump. So you're picking one, because when you spar and when you fight, the one the weakest link, your weakest link, I want to make it my strongest shot. You know, you try to do 100% for all your shots, but sometimes you can shave off, make it 80%, just to like get the momentum. So now we're just practicing putting more effort into the one shot, the one that you know is their weakest. Pick one, play with that. Make one shot better than the other two. So when you spar, and I do this too still, I'm experienced, but when you spar, the most important thing is your balance, your stance and your balance. If you find yourself a little wobbly, that's actually what you focus on. Nothing else matters until that's all dialed in and everything looks clean. So you want to look like what you look like, just perfection before you add everything. So that's every single day when you come and you're about to spar, don't add any more. Go backwards. Go, all right, I'm just going to stand. All right. Why was I off? Because my feet were twisted. Fix your feet. You all know the answer. That's easy. Fix your feet. So you focus on that. Don't even hit them yet. And then, so your stance, your feet, then once you get composed again and you're balanced, then you do your normal sparring without thinking too much because you're already thinking about your balance, whatever. Then look for major mistakes that you do. Because sometimes, you know, someone will grab you on your head, you do this. Don't focus on anything else. That's so bad that nothing else matters. Like that's more important, much more important. So, and then when you get to a point where you're making no very bad mistakes, then work on the defense. While you're doing this, I'm not saying don't hit them and just stand there working on it, but like 80%, your goal, firstly, is to make sure your balance is good, make sure your stance is good, make sure you're not doing any silly mistakes, like, I don't know, and then just things that are not moves. You know, like if you did it isolated, it's like, what the hell's that? It's not Muay Thai. So nothing that's not Muay Thai. Then when you get to that point, and you can just do this in 3 minutes, like if you just remember, all right, I'm not making stupid mistakes, yep, all right, now I'm balanced, doesn't have to be 100%, but all right, 80%. Then it's like, all right, now let me test out my defense. You know, punch, you know, boom, boom, I'm stressed out, I'm not thinking, all right. Then you have to, you know, all right, now I'm blocking some jabs, confidence is getting up, and I'm starting to get into a flow, all right. I'm putting together what's important, piecing it bit by bit. Bam, yep, I'm catching, boom, good, all right, now I'm ready to attack, or now I'm ready for a goal or an objective or a strategy, you know. So that's number one. I'm not going to tell you anything else because that's what I want you to focus on now. And after that, we'll add some stuff to it. So balance. The last thing I forgot to mention is accuracy. So if I kick and I hit you with my toes, that's what I've got to focus on. I have to hit you with my shin. If I throw punches, just move around, and I'm missing. I have to focus on, that will come a bit later. But you don't want to miss. So these are part of the mistakes. So catch your mistakes first before trying to do what's right. Fix what's obviously wrong. All right? So now spar again, good balance. If you do throw something, be accurate or don't throw it at all. Balance, stance, no big mistakes. Just look clean. Don't do too much. You don't have to do too much. And if you throw something, make sure it touches something, not touches the air. And then once we get to like 85% of that, then we'll add some stuff. All right, show me that. 100% better. So much better. And all you did, you took the time to prime your mind. It's kind of like a warm-up. Like you're priming yourself. Start like that with your rounds. At the end, you know, you'll get into a flow. You know, because that looked, compared to the first round to the second round, it's like you did a year training extra. So you just slowed things down. Another good way to think about it is focus on looking good. So look good. You know, and you know what look good is. It looks clean. Don't focus trying to win or trying to land something or trying to force something. If you focus on looking good, you will actually be good. It makes your techniques better, and the techniques are designed to work. The next thing is when you spar, you want to always have an objective, always have a goal, something very simple. The more you simpler, the more simple, 99% of the time, the better. So if you can simplify anything, everything in Muay Thai, the more you can simplify something is better. So remember that rule. So now, you want to pick an objective. If you just spar random, that's inefficient. It's low level. But you want to pick one thing to work on. And for everybody, it's different. That's why I don't like to say, like, all right, everybody, we're going to spar. You have to do this, because for everyone, you have different needs, and you know what you want to work on. So right now, so for example, you could just pick. I just want to land my jab. So my main weapon is going to be the jab. You do everything else, but like 75% of your mind is setting up the jab. So everything is, you can think of it like everything is a distraction, so I can land that jab, or I can land that right hand. Fully tense your stomach, keep it flexed. I want you to stay upright, because there's a lot of like bad posture. Watch exactly how Istvan, the reason why he looks so clean, one of the reasons, perfect posture the whole round. So you want to be like that, tense your stomach, all right? You must have relaxed stomachs to be moving the way you are. So if you tense it, you don't want to move, keeps you upright. So that's just one way, all right? But I want you to do that. 30 seconds, do everything, but make sure the whole time it's tensed. I wish I can come and punch you in the stomach to test it out, but it's gonna be messy. But just 30 seconds, tense it. This is an experiment. And then I'll scan and I'll look and I'll tell you if it looked better. If it doesn't, I'll tell you. So let's try that out. Same. Good. Flex the stomach as hard as you can. It wasn't tense. If you push kick your partner and if you feel squishy, tell them to tense. If I push kick you and I feel that it's soft, tell your partner, tense your stomach. That's an easy fix, quick indicator. Because if you're close, you don't want to have that relaxed. You have more power also when your core is engaged. If I held the pad and I said kick, loose stomach, you kick, boom. If I say tense your stomach and tense your butt, and then you kick, boom. You could try it later by yourself. More power. When you're close, if I'm here, I relax. I don't just tense my stomach. Once I get in here, it's like that. The same as when you take a photo in the mirror bathroom, the same way. I'm tense here. Yeah. So here, relaxed. As soon as I come in, it should be a habit. Boom, tense. When you push kick me, it should be tense. When you push kick me and I don't expect it, it should be tensed. You know, but help each other out, because like if I push kick you, I'll tell you, tense your stomach, just to remind you, and you tell me too, in case. All right, but that's a good habit. It'll make your posture better as well. Give you more power for all your strikes, and if you get hit when you don't expect it, you won't go down. If you're soft, you're gonna go down. Like. You can finish with kicks. So when you do like, yeah, boom, mix them up with kicks. Always finish with the kick is a good rule. When you fight a Thai boxer, like traditional Thai, this is a good way to annoy them, because traditional Thai boxing, people don't box in the clinch. They don't throw punches in the clinch. So it's when you do it, it throws people off. And it works beautifully. I like hands and knees together, using them as combos, because they're similar range. Similar range, not exactly, but hands and knees are beautiful. I think of these like my third and fourth hands. So think of it like boxing combos. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. Alright, so if when we're in the clinch, or to get into the clinch, sometimes I'll throw hands and just go straight into it. So it could be a punch and a grab at the same time. Like I told you before, where you hook it, and then from here, boom, and I turn it into a clinch. Then let's say we're clinching a bit, we're moving around, whatever. From here, look, boom, and I start boxing, boom, boom, and then I turn it back into the clinch. So I'll show you slow. Boom, boom, we're here. Yeah, pause for a second. So from here I can. So this is it. When you go into the clinch, most people just think clinch. That's it. Now I'm on clinch mode. So you're only thinking of all the stuff you can do in the clinch. But it's good to. So when you're in the clinch mode, now I'm thinking boxing. Like, so you switch your brain to boxing. So if I was to box, what would I do? Bam, bam, bam. And then when he's like, oh shit, we're boxing now, then I'll go straight into the clinch. And because I'm changing it, you're 1 second behind. So it's my advantage to do that. We are, boom, hop, 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 back to clinch, hop, hop. Right, see my hands here? And you could do it like, those ones are good. So let's say we're on the inside. Oh, sorry, just scratch you. Yeah. Boom here, and then boom here, boom, and then shoot back to grab it. So to practice it, I guess, very slowly you go in the clinch and just switch your brain to boxing. If you were to box, what would you do? If we're here, so imagine we're not doing Thai boxing. We're boxing. So if we're tied up, I could still fight. So what I'm saying is I'm trying to get you to think like, just don't think of clinch as clinch and boxing is boxing. Like, sorry, don't think of clinch, just clinch. Go to be a boxer, pretend to be a boxer, then go back to the clinch. Then it'll be easier to add that in without telling you every little step by step. You can just do it now. All right, let's do this. One person, clinch, don't do any boxing. The other person, it's going to be harder because you know he's going to punch, you know. But the other person, just try. And the partner, make it easy for them. So don't like block everything because you know what they're doing. Do it lightly, but just get it in your head that you're gonna do the boxing. Boom, yeah, boom, 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 yeah, and then finish it with a clinch, yeah, always. So box, back to grab me, because usually when you do the boxing, then I'm gonna automatically try to do that. You don't want to do that. Like if you're a good fighter, you don't fall for that shit. But most people, if I punch, you punch. That's most people, especially amateurs. All right. So as soon as I start punching you, most likely you're going to punch back. But that's when I switch it back to the clinch. Yeah. Then you're going to be the boxer.
I'm the boxer.
You're the boxer. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. That's. And then when you clinch me, you can throw some knees. Yeah. Then I think back to clinch. Then you go back to boxer. Boom, boom. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Even if you can use elbows, it's good to use punches because it's an extra surprise because they're used to that less. And punch, you can also get different angles. So like I said, this one's a good starter. So sometimes I can't elbow, I can't punch, but I can do this. You know, boom, but that's enough to break, boom, boom. You know, you just need that little crack, the little crack. Yeah. And if you do it, you'll see, you'll annoy the shit out of people. And it works really good because, well, what
yeah.
Are you allowed to do that? Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
It's a good method to defend the long guy.
Ah, like, for example, so if I do the longer, oh yeah, boom, boom, and then clinch, yeah, boom, yeah. So sometimes if we're here, let's say, right, we're in the clinch, let's say I move back into the long guard. Yeah, you follow me with boxing.
Yeah.
Boom, yeah, boom, boom, and then boom. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, alternate. Clinch to boxer, to knees, to elbows to boxer. All right, play with that. When you box, like, make sure that you're in the clinch like someone's holding. Because, hands up, so if you go like, there's a little difference. You're familiar with this. This feels like boxing. You've seen it. So, you're familiar. But if we're here, you know, and I'm like, that doesn't feel familiar, that feels foreign. So what I'm saying is when you're in the clinch, like when you're grabbing me and I'm holding, the time that it doesn't feel like the time it feels awkward to punch, that's when you punch, because it feels awkward. So for them it's going to be awkward. So from here, you know, that's awkward. That's when I do my boxing. Also, not like you don't want to be pivoting in that like normal. So I'm here, I stay upright. Stay upright, so I don't show that I'm moving. So that's even more foreign to you, you know? Like I haven't seen anyone practice like that. Yeah, pam, pam, pam. See, I stay upright. So it's more foreign for you, it's harder.
Yeah.
And then straight after that, yeah, we're in the clinch. Bam, 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 yep, bam, 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 bam. And then you mix in your knees. When you get out, if I start boxing here, that's different. That's just going back to, it's not wrong, but it's not what we're doing. So and you're back to being familiar. Just a little change, and then you'll be better at defending. The other one, it's just a little change, but it's harder to defend because you haven't seen that. No one does that, but it works all the time. Practice that again, and you can change however you want. Go. Nice, nice. And then keep it going, yeah? Good. Don't stop unless he stops you. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Brrrt. Boom. Good. Good. Oh. Nice. Good. That looked good. All right, we're gonna shin pads off, gloves off. We're gonna finish with hard, fast shadow boxing, explosive shadow boxing. 30 seconds shadow boxing, but I want full power, full speed, just like you're hitting pads or like you're fighting. It's like, imagine, boom, you rock someone and now you got your opportunity to smash them. So fully extend, clench your fists. So it's only 30 seconds. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds break. We do 3 rounds. But I want explosive and power. So by the end of it, 30 seconds you should be dripping. And sweat should be coming off the ceilings. So power, all right? I'll tell you when.
We start the power?
Yeah. As soon as I say go, destroy. Shadow boxing, 30 seconds. Starting in 5 seconds, so get some space. And go, it's like a sprint. Good. Break. Good. Next, so you got 30-second break. Next round, make sure you mix up your weapons. Add the elbows, add some knees. If you got someone rocked, you're not gonna just add more. Also, not like tap jab. Every shot's 100%. Every shot's full power, including your jabs. And then in between, stand up straight. Good posture. Deep breaths, like you're in between rounds. You wouldn't go back going like that in between rounds in a fight. So stay upright. 3 seconds, 2, go! Full power! Everything power! Knockout shots! Knockout shots! Go! Come on, power! A little bit more power! Good! Break! Alright, stand upright, stand tall. Stand tall, no hands on the walls. Stand like a winner. So now practice while you're tired. This is when you practice good body language. So have good body language. And deep breaths, deep breath and hold, not shallow, not pause, so you recover as quick as possible. You get 1 minute between rounds, so you want to recover as quick as possible. Be efficient with your breathing. So you can practice it now. In between rounds of pads too. We've got 3 seconds. Go! Full power. Last one. Championship round. Go, go, go. Beautiful. And break. Good job, guys. Good job. Oh, good job. Thanks.